For the next 4 days, we are going to pan for gold, go on a riverboat, hike with the most adorable reindeers, go to #1 TripAdvisor's tour where we meet the owner and cars you can't see anywhere else in the world, and take a plane to the gates of the Arctic National Park. We'll show you our favorite hiking trails, hidden gems, and did I mention shopping? Plus, we are here during the Sandhill Crane Festival, where thousands of these birds come to migrate. We have made it to Fairbanks. It was a 12-hour travel day yesterday. So we got here at Pike's Lodge, and it is the cutest little hotel. It's not even little. I thought it was little. It's 4 minutes from the airport, and I thought it would be quick, easy, a quick night stay, and it has turned out to be an amazing hotel. So yes, the room doesn't look all spruced up, but there's a solarium. There is aurora viewings. There are the cutest walk-along paths and waterways. It is so adorable. For our first morning, we decided to eat at the hotel where they had an amazing buffet before heading out to our first adventure. So we have arrived at Gold Dredge 8, which means, guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna go pan for gold and go on a train tour. For our 2-hour tour, we boarded the train and got a brief history of the Gold Dredge 8. Then stopped for a presentation on how to pan for gold. There were several demonstrators and a video to teach you how to do it the correct way. It just happened to be our guy's first day, and he was still trying to figure it out. Then we arrived at the station for our turn to try.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Thank you. Is that the winner?
That's a winner.
Is that a winner of
Winner,
gold?
chicken dinner.
The winner of gold. It's only 45 degrees. Let's go put our hands in some water. We ain't sick yet. We're going to be sick now. All right. Are you ready?
Yep.
Let's see you do it. I want a big nugget. Oh, God. Okay. Is it cold? Is it warm?
Yeah.
Oh, it's warm. I see steam, so I'm hoping it's warm. All right. Put some water in there. Swirl! Swirl!
Aggressive enough you see a fair amount of material leave each time you dip it down in.
Okay.
Gold panning was a success. The water is not cold. That was my biggest fear, was that my fingers were gonna freeze to death, and I really didn't want to do it, but these guys here are so nice and helpful, and the water's nice and warm. So if you have that fear like me, fear nothing. 45 degrees and raining, and still got warm water for my gold. So you can go in here and they can tell you how much your gold is worth. Plus, who wouldn't want to do some shopping? Me, I tell you, me.
There we go. Alrighty, right here, gonna be $20 worth of gold.
Look at that.
If you want, they put it into lockets there. That all is done behind the backyard.
All right, thank you. $20. Look at $20. All right, they have cookies here, hot chocolate. They have some oh, that one's calling my name. Oh, I really like that sweatshirt. It's the nicest one I've seen yet. I really like that one. Oh, it might be mine. Two sweatshirts have been purchased, and now we're going to get back on the train and head back. This has been a great adventure. Now we're going to go on to the next, which I believe going on a riverboat. Going along with this cold, wonderful, rainy day. Now let's do a riverboat cruise. And we're gonna go on the Discovery 3. Oh, please, for the love of the Lord, I need to be inside. We are not sitting up top. That's a negative, Ghost Rider. But Norwegian Cruise Line's here. So is Princess, and so is, what's the other one? Holland. They're all three here. It's just, there's tour buses everywhere. Ooh, let's go check in. Get your shopping on, they don't miss a trick. Ooh, see? It worked on me. Oh, you're cute. I want a wolf. Look how cute he is. Oh, see? I failed. First table, I failed. I also do photo ops. Someone who doesn't exercise, how's a run?
And folks, please do not miss this very emotional farewell after the special time. Because our crew practices that for you all winter. Whistle and wave. Just like going out on the Titanic.
We're going for a turn.
That is our propulsion system. You're on the real thing here today. And even though we weigh 280 tons, we only need about 39 inches of water.
As you ride down the river, they show you how a seaplane takes off and lands.
And we aren't just going to float by either. We're going to turn this boat into a grandstand while we stop and visit with Susan Butcher's eldest daughter, Tekla, over on shore.
Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Trailbreaker Kennel. I'm delighted to have you here today. I can smell that fall is in the air, and that is so good for our Alaskan Huskies.
Tekla talks about how they train the dogs at a very young age and get them ready for the sled, then demonstrates with a four-wheeler.
I'm sure mud in the face is just delightful. Making good time. So I hope that roll command works, or they're all going to end up in the drink. So let's see. Nicely done, Tekla. Another great ride. Yeah. And then just like me in 7th grade, when track practice is over, we all get in the pool. The largest glacial-fed river system on the planet. This is the Tanana River, which empties into the Yukon. And you won't have any trouble telling which is which, because the water is about to change pretty significantly in appearance. The Chena is spring and runoff fed, so its water is darker and clearer.
Unfortunately, the rain really started to come down, so we didn't get off the boat. So they brought the people onto the boat to show us what they wear. Then they offered everyone some salmon dip, which was pretty good. And then we headed back. All right, Riverboat was an absolute success. We are starving, and we ran across this Friar Tuck's hoagie house, and we just have to try it.
Hoagie house.
Hoagie house. This place was very crowded, but they did offer some pineapple water, which was pretty good. We looked over the menu of hot and cold hoagies and made our decision. All right, I went with the chicken salad. I'm a little nervous. That's chicken and coconut and cranberries and walnuts. What'd you get?
It's a Little John.
Did you get a lettuce? You got enough lettuce?
You got a lot of lettuce. Should be like, I think it was turkey, pepperoni, pepper jack.
I would like to
squid.
see you try and eat that.
I don't know how I'm going to eat it.
Look how much is in there. It's like all the way. This thing is so heavy. by far the best chicken salad sandwich I have ever had in my entire life. Hands down. Alright, I'm saying I'm feeling much better after my chicken salad sandwich. We're on to our next resort. We are going to stay at Wedgwood. For the next 3 nights, we're going to be staying at the Wedgwood Resort. We're on the 3rd level and there's no elevator, so. Alright, so I don't know what I was thinking. It's like a mini apartment. I'm not complaining, but it's like an apartment. A full kitchen and bathroom and the bedroom, which this is a little different. Look at this walk-in closet. When did paneling come back in? So you have this huge, oh no, huge deck, but yet it's connected somehow. So you don't have a private porch. All right, I'm not going out. I'm going to do too much unlocking. But it goes across the entire thing. So people can come right up here and bang on your door. I'm going to second guess this issue. I'm going to go stay at the first hotel. Where's that map? So we are in K. K for Katmai. We're in K. And there's a walking trails and a huge lake that you get to walk around. Wildlife Sanctuary Trailhead. That is the reason why I liked this. We absolutely loved this wildlife sanctuary. We took walks every morning and evening, and it never got old. Definitely don't miss the trail around the pond if you stay here. Alright, so 3 years ago, truth be told, we were here because of Alaska Cruise Tour, and we found this place, and I still think about it. So when you're in Fairbanks, you know what it means. I gotta go eat there. We're gonna eat at the Creperie. Oh, hello, my friend. We meet again. Breakfast, sweet and savory. Everything you've ever wanted. Not to mention, look how big these are. As usual, it was amazing. I highly recommend the Creperie when you're in Fairbanks.
And one with reindeer sausage. That's pretty tasty. Yeah. Why the face?
Because I love reindeer. I don't know if I can eat one. We're off on our adventure today. We finally found the Antler Arch. It happens to be in the parking area of the Morris Thompson Cultural and Visitor Center, which we were told is the #1 place for maps of everything in the area, including the national parks. As Scott was grabbing the maps, I found a table of fur, and I just had to touch them all. Hold my fin, hold my fin. Here we are in Fairbanks. Tonight we're going to go into the Arctic Circle. And in a couple of days, we're going to go see Denali. Alaska Public Lands Information Center. Let me tell you about that lady right there. Scott has picked up every map he could ever want for Fairbanks. If you get the chance, I highly, highly recommend coming here. The staff is so knowledgeable. They're going to tell you everywhere to go. Best places for hiking, best places to see moose and caribou. Highly suggest you come here for a visit. All right, we're going to do one little side adventure. We're going to go to the Auto Museum. Side note, you can walk to it from our hotel room. Another bonus. Fountainhead Antique Auto Museum is home to over 95 pre-World War II automobiles. Now, I'm not into cars, and I really didn't think I was going to like this, but we met the owner, and he changed everything. I like this one. Who are you? You're pretty. Look at this maroon and gray one. 1907 Ford. Just a two-seater. You don't get kids. I see blue. I have to come see it. Look at you. Oh, look, you can have kids with this one. I don't know my cars. So what is it? A 1905 Franklin. That still means nothing to me. I don't know what that is. 1933 Auburn. Look at you. Oh, he's dusting it. This is why they're so shiny. All right, I got the gist. There is a 27 Lincoln that is the only one built. Oh, here she is. All right, so Willie, the owner, right here on the phone.
Whatever's above number one.
$640,000 to restore him. He was made for a person in France, and before the war, it was snuck back into the United States. And he got it in an auction in Hershey. So he did say, which I kind of find, there's 3 windshields. So you've got 1, 2, and even the back seat has a windshield. There's a microphone that he can talk to and talk to the driver. Slow down, speed up, slow down. All right, I just found out all the mannequins are from like 1905 to 1950. Even all the mannequins are vintage. The oldest mannequin here, 1860. Look at her.
Check out that thing.
Look at her teeth. Real human hair. Peace arrows, another peace arrow. The land yacht. Oh, I love it. And he says this one is his favorite to drive. Tell you what, if you need to know anything or want to talk to Willie, I highly suggest you talk to Willie. He's friends with Jay Leno. Yep, he knows him. All right, 1910 Hudson. I need to know the story behind this guy.
Oldest, all original, unrestored, running Hudson in the world. Wow. Still runs beautiful.
Look at that. All rusty and all.
You can't duplicate that patina. The hood is the only metal.
Okay.
The body.
Only Winton B in the world? 70 miles an hour.
Forward or backward.
Did you say 7 or 70?
70?
Oh.
Yeah. It doesn't care which way it's going.
The Stanley steamer.
Yeah. It takes 45 minutes to fire it up and have it ready to go.
45 minutes. How long can it run?
About safely 20 miles, and then you got to find water.
3 days of training to drive one. One of his favorites. Not a flat panel anywhere on this car. Also, first car to ever come to Fairbanks. Took 2 years to get there. So you have the first car in Fairbanks. Now you have the first car in Alaska. Another one, only 3 in the world. The man's got one. Holy Lord. I thought we were just gonna come in, check out a few cars. Everybody said it's amazing, but OMG, it is amazing. Willie, we could not stump him. He knew everything. Everything about every car. He drives them all, except 3. He drives all of them once a year at least. And he's got some in the back, and they rotate. So they're always new out here. He did also say, which is kind of fun, this place is the #1 place to come to on TripAdvisor. and I would concur. We are gonna fly into the gates of the Arctic National Park. Northern Alaska Tour Company is gonna take us an hour and a half into the Arctic Circle. We're gonna land in Coldfoot, and then we're going to touch down, spend an hour up in the Arctic Circle, and then we're gonna fly into the gates of the Arctic. Ask me if I'm nervous. You know it. Yes, please.
Let's go into the gates of the Arctic, and we are actually going to do something a little different today because everyone's here early. Thank you. So I can show you on the map. We're here in Fairbanks, and we are first flying to Coldfoot. That's 60 miles north of the Arctic Circle, just outside gates of the Arctic National Park. All of these different colored areas are public lands, so National Park, National Forest, Bureau of Land Management. There's more public land in Alaska than all of the other states combined.
You get a meal for $13 if you want to. So we're gonna fill this out so we can have something to eat on the plane, because we're supposed to leave at 6 and we're not getting back until midnight. So I can't not eat for 6 hours. It's time. Talk about nervous. Heart is in my throat. This man's still trying to get his coat on.
The planes we're flying in, they're a Piper Navajo Chieftain. That's a twin-engine, 8-passenger plane. Every seat's a window seat, so there's not a bad seat in the house. The pilot may assign seats based on weight and balance. We won't know that until we get out to the airplane. There's going to be a headset, going to cut down on the wind and engine noise. Also allow you to listen to the pilot. And there's also going to be a laminated route map in the seat pocket in front of you that you can kind of see where we're flying on the way up. They will take you to the interagency visitor center. So that will be your bathroom pit stop. You won't have a lot of time there, but you'll be able to check it out and get your stamp, National Park stampers. We will make that pit stop first and then get back onto the plane for the 1-hour flight scene portion into the gates. We're going to land in Coldfoot. The boundary of the park is kind of the top of the ridge line there, so you'll be kind of peering in as we're coming in. But we'll first do our break, hit the visitor center, get back on the plane, and then we'll fly back.
So where you've just landed, we're in Coldfoot, Alaska. Permanent resident population here is 2, because Coldfoot is very remote and very isolated and pretty difficult to build a permanent life here.
Thank you, my dear. We're back on the ground. That was a little, woo. It was a little choppy, but you know what? We made it. I concentrated on my breathing. I took my Dramamine, which I highly suggest. Look how beautiful.
Only 2% of visitors to Alaska made it north of the Arctic Circle, and most of those visit just to the Arctic Circle sign. Gates of the Arctic National Park is the least visited national park in the United States, so good for you guys. And it's also the second largest. So you guys are going to get to see a whole lot of it tonight on your flight, but even that, you won't be seeing the whole park because it's just so incredibly vast.
Thanks for all the help.
Look at this big boy. All right, we're doing a run through because you got 20 minutes here. That's all you get. Get your stamp, get your badge, get your pictures, get everything you need. It took about 45 minutes to get to the Arctic Circle and then another 15 minutes to get to Coldfoot. And now we've got 20 minutes. Didn't expect him around the corner. You look scary. Now let's go see if we can find the patch. Since we are at the less visited national park in the United States. Do they have the patch? They have pins. Oh, here we go. We got it. Look at this, rush. You got 20 minutes. Hurry. Here it is. This is how big Alaska is. It's huge. So no, you are not going to see it all. It's like trying to see the whole Midwest. It's not happening, people. Not happening.
This is it.
We're going to sign the guest book.
Last stop.
Look for Miles with McConkey. We're on it. So we got our lunch, stopped here. We did a little 20-minute of the National Park Visitor Center, which is absolutely adorable. We can check this one off our list. There is a restroom here. It was a restroom break. Let's see if we can hopefully last 2 hours. It's sad if I can't, but you know, I'm a sad person, so I'm a little bummed that there's no, oh, there's the sign. Okay, I'm a little idiot. Look alive, Joel. Look alive. So we're gonna get back on the plane. We're gonna do flying into the gates of the Arctic and do all that flyover and then go from there straight back. I'm anticipating a 2-hour flight.
It is a wilderness park, which means that there's no roads or trails going into the park. So the only ways that you can visit Gates of the Arctic National Park are by air, like you guys are doing, or by hiking in, kayaking in, some other human-powered means.
All right, so we took off about 8:30 from Coldfoot, and then we flew into the Gates of Arctic for about an hour. What'd you think?
I loved it.
Wow.
Place.
Was it everything you wanted? Because you were really nervous.
It was. I was
Good.
scared to death that it wasn't to be, but yeah. I mean, the fact that we got to fly over the park and actually see it, we got to go in the visitor center, that was cool. It's just surreal. I mean,
so not many people get to go to the visitor center. I think that was a special ordeal because the 6 of us that were on the plane were national park people.
Yeah.
So they let us go to the visitor center. That's not a normal thing. So
I normally go to the truckers camp, which is still cool.
We've landed. Left Coldfoot about 8:30. About 9:30 he said we were leaving, and it is exactly 10:33 on the land. It was another happy landing. My lungs have taken a beating in that plane. All right, we're gonna call it a night. Yes. And tomorrow morning we're gonna go to the Sandhill Crane Festival. Let's go find some birds. Big birds. Good morning. It is festival day. We are on our way to the Sandhill Crane Festival. And I hear them already in the field. So this is gonna be a fun day. So because we stay at the West Wedgwood Resort, we can easily just walk over to the festival. There's going to be thousands of sandhill cranes. Look at them all. Oh my God, look at them all. They all keep coming. Are they like doing a lap? What's happening? Oh, look, this one. He's a little late. He's like, hey guys, what are we doing? Okay, well, they circled and then they went back and landed in that field. Okay, somebody flustered everybody all over the place because it was quiet 2 seconds ago. Can't decide if they sound like the raptors from Jurassic World or just turkeys. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna go over there to the creamery. Oh my God, look at them. It's scary if you can hear them. Oh my God. It's like Attack of the Birds. You know that movie? They're coming this way. Oh my God, they're coming this way. Right? We are now at the creamery, the famous Creamer's Dairy at Creamer's Field, known very famously for all of the birds that you can see here and wildlife, which is in absolute abundance. And since this weekend is the Sandhill Crane Festival, there's about 2,000 to 3,000 of them here. The visitor center. Oh my gosh, what does he have? No way. I'm sorry, but that's just the best thing ever.
Okay, thanks.
All right, show me.
Okay, it shows where some of the birds that pass through here where they migrate in the winter.
They'll go all the way down. Okay, that's the sandhill crane.
Yeah, this is the American widgeon.
Widgeon.
Redpoll. What do you notice different? about the
Redpoll. The redpoll stays up north.
Right. The red lights indicate that some of them don't migrate. Some of
Oh,
them do. They don't
okay.
go very far south, though. And then we have the American golden plover.
Oh my goodness, she goes all the way down. That bird is crazy.
Yeah, really.
That's a crazy bird right there.
The one that goes the furthest.
Yes.
There's the garden thing. Oh, look at it. That is so cool. Looks like a real bird. Our birds would flip out. All right. We want to see the banning station. We're going to ban them. Let's go track them. We found it. We found the banning. At least I hope so. This is people banning.
So a lot of times this is called a leg gauge, and we're measuring the bird sometimes to make sure we get the perfect band. Each of those bands has 9 distinct numbers. It's like a social security number for the bird. One bird will get that number for its entire life, and that number will never be issued again. All of our data goes to the Bird Banding Laboratory in Laurel, Maryland, run by the USGS. And if any of you ever finds a bird with a band on it, you can report it online, and you will get a certificate back telling you where and when the bird was banded and what it is, if you don't know. And then we would also get information saying, hey, somebody in Wisconsin caught your bird. So it tells us about the migration routes that birds take. It tells us sometimes about the speed of migration. But we can also learn migration timing. So we can watch to see if our birds are arriving sooner or later. Are they leaving sooner or later? What's their condition? Do they have lots of fat? Do they look like they're breeding? So that's all pretty important stuff too. So we're sort of tracking our birds over time, and then occasionally we get some information from somebody else.
Okay, so we got to release 2 birds, 1 each. I'm really excited about that. I didn't know what to expect, I guess. So there's nets everywhere. And is he... Oh, okay, so we just released this guy and he got caught again. He hasn't learned from his mistakes yet. Try it again, buddy. Try it again. Go away from the net. There you go. Go a little higher.
See him again.
We'll see you again. So there's about 30 nets out here, and they're catching all the songbirds right before their migration. And they're tagging them and doing all their specs. And then when anybody else finds them, they'll know exactly where they came from. Alaska. There we go. Now we're off back to the festival. Let's see what else we can do. Hopefully there's a donut, a coffee, or a hot chocolate involved.
Let's hope.
Let's hope. Crane crafts. You can paint a crane. Oh, I want to paint a crane. I painted my sandhill crane head. Not too bad, I must say. We're gonna take him home. I'm gonna show him proudly. Hello, little guy. What should we name him?
Sandy.
That's too original. Alright, so I really enjoyed this little festival. I thought it was cute. There's stuff going on all day today and tomorrow. The falconry, did I say it right this time?
I think you got it.
Third time's a charm. Is at 3 o'clock. We're at 11. They said there's going to be a food truck here, but
no signs.
No sign yet. So we're going to go have some lunch, and then maybe we'll come back a little later. But right now we're going to do this beautiful trail. It's called the Poetry Trail, and they have little poetries on all of these little signs right here. What my husband has pointed out, I said it wrong. It's poems, so you can read the poems. Tiny little flutter. And there's a bunch of them. You could stay out here and read all day long if you wanted to. Mommy, daddy, and a baby. So they're usually in twos, now they're all in threes. Farmers market's here on Saturday and it is quite crowded. Sesame Pals, look at all the food. Banana split and lemon berry bliss. I'm gonna see how these look. True Alaska fashion. It went from beautiful and sunny to just a pour down rain out of nowhere. So we had to go run to the car, but look at these.
That's pretty. I cannot wait to try those.
So pretty. Lunch was absolutely fantastic. That toast and the fruit together was so delicious. Afterwards, we decided to just go for a drive down the Chena Hot Springs Road. Had some really great scenery. We were told there was going to be some moose. We did not find moose, but we did find 2 bald eagles. And then we headed back to the festival for a souvenir. All right, and because I had so much fun, I'm gonna get a shirt. I went with the royal blue shirt. Scott got the dark green, so we hopefully will not be twinning anytime, but really excited. Now, let's go find some reindeer. I want to pet a reindeer. Can you pet a reindeer? I'm so excited. It's like the Swaneries all over again. We're on our way. We have a 20-minute drive to a reindeer farm. I'm so excited. I'm going to a reindeer farm.
Well, welcome you guys. You have come at such an interesting time. All kinds of things going on here. Are you familiar with fall season with deer? Anybody know what's happening this time of year? Rut, yeah, they're in rut, which means it's breeding season, which means woohoo, hormones are changing, which means makes for really interesting tours. What our plan is today, we'll bring the reindeer down first. Then we'll cover some safety stuff. Make sure everybody's on the same page and comfortable being around these very large animals. And then after you meet everyone, we're gonna go ahead and start heading up here for a walk here. We have one of our males that is out at his girlfriend's house right now. We have 4 females that are out at their boyfriend's house. We do not have capacity here to do breeding on our property. The males that we have here are castrated. We've got some yearlings here, and then we've got a couple mamas. Pretty excited. We have 2 4-month-old calves. Every now and again they get the zoomies, they run all over the place. It's like, woohoo, Running Reindeer Ranch. And I'm going to cover what we do if that happens today in our safety talk next. The first thing I want you to do is rest assured they are not coming to attack you. It's not what they do. That's not their MO, okay? They do not use their antlers for really protection unless they're cornered. They do not use them to attack. So what I need you guys to do is if you are moving around, I need you to stop and stand still. Be a tree. They are used to running around the forest. They never run into trees. Except for Carl, and he's visiting his girlfriend, so we don't have to worry about Carl. What is really helpful, I want you to make sure that you're not all standing in a long line so you're like a fence or a log. They need to get around you. Clump up with others so you're a big tree. Make sure there's plenty of space between you and the next tree so that they can get through. So these antlers that we have piled all over the place here, they drop off antlers every year and regrow antlers. When they're growing, they're highly vascularized. They're covered with a furry skin that we call velvet. At the end of the summer, they harden up, they get hard, and the velvet comes off. Well, when that happens, it's very bloody. It's not bleeding because the vascularization has stopped. There's no pain or anything, but you're going to see that today. One of our females especially is shedding her velvet off today. So is everybody going to be okay seeing that blood? This is the skull of a female caribou. My neighbor up the road went hunting. He harvested out the meat. This is the antler of one of my female reindeer. Significantly different, right? This came off of Miss Buttercup. Such a sweet reindeer. She's just an amazing reindeer. And she would go out on gigs with us that we'd have around town and stuff. But you know those really nice moms with those out-of-control children? She has 4 calves that live with us. Carl is out at his girlfriend's house, so he's not here, but 3 of her other calves are here. We call them the family of naughties. They're not mean or terrible reindeer, but they all just have little naughty quirks about them. So you're going to meet them.
Yeah, so this is Toby. He is our oldest reindeer and our biggest reindeer as well. He's the oldest brother of the Naughty family. And we've got his middle brother right there, that's Forrest.
We call Forrest our naughty charmer. He is the one most likely, as you're sitting there, to come up and put his head on your shoulder, or maybe on your hip. But then Forrest can get a little inappropriate and come around front and put his head on your chest. We're teaching him consent. If that happens, you push his head away, you say no, and you give him a big firm no and let him go. He really is a sweetheart of a reindeer, though. You know, he's kind of a bit of a close talker. With the copper-colored neck shedding off her velvet, that is Juniper. Juniper is the sister of the naughty boys. But Juniper is only naughty during the summer and only during yoga. Did you know during the summer here we do yoga? Carl and George lost their yoga privileges weeks before we were finished with the thing they were out of control. So what Juniper does, her claim to fame to naughtiness in the family is during yoga, Juniper will go out, check out everybody's yoga mat, find the one she loves the most. It's almost always a purple one. She goes back to that one. She gets the owner off and lays down on their mat. She's really sweet other than that little issue. This little guy right here is her baby boy. He just turned 4 months old. His name is Leroy. He's really looking forward to yoga, and he's missing his yoga sessions. We're all going to become one with the herd, so as we move, the reindeer will be moving along with us. The first thing you're going to encounter up there is my dog. He's in his kennel. His name is Garnet, rhymes with darn it. Garnet is actually a super sweet love dog, but when we have guests here and reindeer out, sometimes he likes to show off and start chasing reindeer around. So for everybody's safety, he's in his kennel. Okay, here's the rule about Garnet. Don't feel sorry for him. He's fine. He's actually started taking offense to people. When you walk by him and give him sad eyes, he might bark at you. And I don't want to encourage this behavior. So please, if you cannot walk past him without giving him sad eyes, you need to just look the other way, okay? He's fine. We'll head on up here past Garnet, and we're going to hit a power line. When we hit that power line, we're going to take a left. So from here to the power line will be the steepest part of the walk, levels out a little ways. We're going to stop several places along the way, and then at one point you will be able to do your own reindeer wrangling, either with George, our wild out of control boy, or Toby, our great big, almost 500-pound reindeer. Either way, we'll do some photos with them, and then we'll cut through the forest, we're going to end up back down here. So it's a loop that we're going to do. And while we're out, the elves are going to come. And they are going to bring out some cookies that we baked for you and some hot chocolate. Oh yeah, see Juniper's down there knocking her antlers. Yeah. Getting that velvet off.
So now we're gonna go on a walk and they go with us, supposedly. We'll see. But there's some of them, they're gonna walk with us. Call them like little dogs. Here, look at them all. Oh my goodness, look at this.
Come on.
Lovies. Come on,
Patricia. Come on, Joyce. Good girls.
Come on.
They come as well as my dog does. Come on, lovies. Good girls.
Oh, look at you guys. Look at you. You still working on those, Juniper? You still working on those, baby? You get it. You'll get it. Oh, look at this one. Oh, they're so good. They walk with you.
Yeah, thank you guys.
At the end, we get cookies and hot chocolate. Nice. Okay, so we just visited the reindeers, and I cannot tell you how much you have to try that. It is fantastic. Jane, the owner, is just so amazing. So is her staff. I loved every single second of that experience. Now, we are on a 2-hour drive down the Denali National Park. So excited for this one. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Come along on our next journey.